What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Those of you stopping by for the first time, do me a real quick favor. See that red subscribe button down below? Go ahead and push that and show your support for the channel. Those of you stopping by that have been here before, welcome back to TLTG Reviews, my friends. Glad you came see me. So, back in Sugarland today. Figured I'd shoot something outside on the balcony, get a little different scenery for the change now that I have the tripod with the ring light. So, what's one of the first things I did when I got back to town? Marshall's and Nordstrom rack. Stay tuned. So first and foremost, what did I find at Nordstrom rack? So I was quite surprised. As soon as I walked in, start looking around, first thing I see, and it was the only bottle, Armani Code A-List. Classier version of Armani Code, I guess you could say, a more formal version. And I've definitely been wanting to check it out for a long time. Very, very nice looking bottle. So let's give it a spray and see what it smells like. Do a first impression. It's strange to see all these different variety of sizes because I have a 30 ml Armani Code Profumo. I have this 50 ml now. I have a 75 ml Code Colonia. It's just all these different sizes. Definitely a whole lot fresher than the original Armani Code. No doubt. I smell a lot of orange in this. And it's powdery tonka, sweet powdery tonka right off the top. No doubt about that. This is clean. This is put together. This doesn't strike me as a bow tie like the name would suggest, you know what I mean? Black tie event, but you can definitely pull it off for that. Really, I feel like you can go dressed up, dressed down with this, but it leans a little more towards the formal side. The arrows point more towards formal than casual. Definitely a really fresher, citrusy take in the opening, at least, on the Armani Code DNA. This does not smell like Colonia, does not smell like Profumo, does not smell like Absolute. I'm digging it. Hey, treasure. The opening anyways. To be determined on the dry down and the performance. What else did I grab from Nordstrom rack? So they actually had a pile of Davidoff fragrances. They had Cool Water Intense, they had Adventure, and I was surprised to see this one, and I said, why not? 2019 release, Davidoff Run Wild. It's actually a nice little bottle. The concave structure to it. Very thick base on the glass. I'm digging it. Let's see. Cap reminds me oddly of Eau Sauvage, the Eau de Toilette, the way this design is. Obviously not the length of it because this is all part of the cap. Davidoff logo on top. Actually clicks into place. I'll be. Not something Davidoff normally does with their fragrances, with their caps. So let's check it out on the other wrist. So I do own the Sensual Obsessions version. I'll probably do a comparison video later. So I hear this is Invictus, Invictus Aqua, Azzaro Wanted, that type of vibe. And I can tell you right now in the air, I'm getting the Invictus Aqua vibe for sure. This smells like Azzaro Wanted, but a little fresher. Right off the bat, I'm telling you right now, in the opening, I'm getting that cinnamon. This smells like Azzaro Wanted. So I guess you could say I have 100 ml, in the opening at least, 100 ml of Azzaro Wanted, because I have a 50 ml of Azzaro Wanted, and this is a 50 ml. Yeah, this is Spice Bomb Night Vision. This is Azzaro Wanted. If you have either one of those, this is redundant. This is redundant. Smells great. If you don't have either one of those, this is going to be cheaper. If you don't have Azzaro Wanted or Spice Bomb Night Vision, this is the cheaper route for the same juice. Yeah, it's got that spicy cinnamon going on. I'm getting a little tonka bean. Bubblegummy opening. This is, yeah, Azzaro Wanted and Spice Bomb Night Vision. No doubt, treasure. But if you own either one of those, steer clear because it's very, very redundant. It smells like the same juice. But it smells great. You know, I'll rotate them in and out for sure. I'll get some use out of it. I'm not going to, you know, throw it back in the box and go return it, I'll keep it. But yeah, this is absolutely a Zara Wanted and Spice Bomb Night Vision from Davidoff. Next, so what did I grab from Marshall's? This is the Marshall's that's near the Mercedes that I used to work at, and it was actually pretty dry. That's the most bare I've seen it in a long time. But there was something that immediately caught my eye that is always backup bottle worthy, and that's from English Laundry, Cambridge Night. Unboxed for $12.99. I hate that you find them unboxed now because this was covered in fingerprints. It was, you know, cap was just sitting on it crooked, fingerprints all over, juice all over it. So it's been sprayed, needless to say. But the juice is amazing. Speaking of Invictus and Invictus Aqua type fragrances, here you go. This is, in my opinion, the best from the house. Windsor and Riviera run a close second and third, but this is the way to go. If you see this one out in the wild, this is a steal fragrance for $13. No doubt about it. Even if it's been sprayed a bunch of times, you find it with the, you know, the juice level down here because people keep spraying it, whatever. $13. This is a steal if you can find it at Marshall's. No need to do trash or treasure. I've praised it many times. You know I think it's a treasure. But they are out and about. I've been seeing people post. They're grabbing Tahitian Waters, this, Riviera, all the Windsor, all the different fragrances. It's English Laundry season at these rack stores. So keep an eye out because they are steals. I'm debating on doing an English Laundry week coming up after I finish Blue Week. That is what I found on my first trip in 3 months to Marshall's and Nordstrom rack. Pretty good finds for considering how bare everything was. Armani Code A-List was the biggest surprise for me. I absolutely was not expecting to get that, was not expecting to see that, was not expecting it to be better priced than the 50 ml I had in my cart on eBay. So I immediately grabbed that, needless to say. Tonka bean shining a bit more, it's getting a bit sweeter. It's Armani Code, but with more citrus. And until next time, guys, do me a real quick favor. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. I do appreciate all the feedback. I love hearing from you guys. I know it's been a while since I did anything with Marshall's or Nordstrom rack or any rack store hunts of any kind, but pretty happy with what I found. Did not have to spend a lot of money. That's always the benefit of doing a little treasure hunting around these rack stores. And I will say, if you get your hands on any of these and you give them a spray now, except Run Wild, avoid that if you have a Zara Wanted or Spice Bomb Night Vision. But if you don't, that's the cheaper route. Get that one if you don't have those two. You might just thank me later. Have a good one, guys.